One. Oh my god. Okay. Someone asked if you could speak pidgin for us.
Unfortunately. Hi, I'm Mama Reni and Tenny.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Reni. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I have a special guest on my channel today, as you can see.
Hi, I'm Reni's mom.
Yeah. And today we're going to be doing a video about wills and estates. I'm joking, Mom, I'm joking. Come.
I mean, you can't do that.
Okay, we're going to start again. It was a joke. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Reni. Thank you all for joining me today. On my channel, I do fashion, finance, and lifestyle. And today we're going to do some lifestyle content. I'm sure you can see I have my mother here. If you can't tell, maybe, I'm sure you can tell, but I have my mom here. Mom,
Hi, I'm Reni's mom.
Yep.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, and today we have lots of questions that you submitted on Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, I will put my handle right here, and I hope that you will follow me so you can get your input on every video I do going forward. So are you ready for these questions?
I hope so.
Just breathe, be calm, we got this. What's your name? What do you do for work? Yeah.
Okay. Well, Fumi Odetoimbo. I'm also known as Denise, mostly at work. I'm a lawyer. I practice real estate, corporate law, and wills and estates.
Tell my mom in the comment section that you would like her to be on another video talking about wills and estates, okay? Because she said she would do it with me, but clearly it hasn't been done yet. A lot of people commented on our resemblance. Do you think that we look alike?
Yeah, people tell me that, you know, I recall one of my clients meeting you in Toronto,
yeah,
and saying, oh, I saw your daughter. I am so sure she's your daughter.
Yeah.
She looks so much like you. So I guess you must, yeah.
Yeah, that actually happened a few times, actually.
Yeah.
I was at the airport once, and then someone was like, are you Denise's daughter? And I was like, yes, do I know you? And then same thing on the subway downtown, someone was like, my sister and I were there, and they were like, you must be Denise's daughter. So yeah, I guess we look alike slightly, just a little. Do you guys think we look alike? Let me know in the comment section. What qualities of yourself do you see in me?
Reni is a self-starter, and I believe I am as well. She works very hard. She's committed to the things she does, and I believe those are qualities that I have, and I see in her. She also has a good sense of fashion sense. So I think she got that from me too.
Not from Dad, right?
Well, you know.
And any bad qualities or something you may not think is the best quality that you see in me?
Well, I like to shop, and it's not a good quality because
I
do enjoy it. But I see that Reni is developing that
Where?
characteristic. Mostly because she pretends it's for YouTube purposes.
Oh my god!
But I see her shopping quite a bit now.
Drag me.
So I hope she can get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay. Drag me. Just drag me. I disagree with her, but you know, it is what it is. Someone asked you, how do you stay so fine?
So fine.
How do you stay so fine?
And
And another person asked, what's your skincare routine?
As Reni will tell you, I really don't have one.
It's not fair. I have to work for my skin. She doesn't have to work for her skin.
I really don't have one. I wish I could be disciplined enough to maintain a regular skin routine, but
She doesn't do anything.
I really don't do anything.
Just moisturizer.
Yeah, moisturizer and, you know, and yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm getting her to wear sunscreen slowly but surely, but it's not a daily occurrence, and she definitely does not apply it throughout the day either.
No, I put it on in the mornings and that's it.
Not enough. It's not enough. How good does it feel to be Reni's mom?
Oh, definitely feels really good. I think God has helped us with Reni.
Wow.
Because I don't believe we did anything extraordinary with her and her sister. They've turned out to be very good people. They're kind. They're you know, they make us happy. When I meet people, they tell me that Reni and Tenny have come across. They always say good things, and not just to tell me, but I mean they go on and on and on and on about how good they are. So yeah, it's I'm really happy. I'm thankful. I'm blessed to have two great daughters.
Aw, that was so sweet. Look at you being sweet. Was Reni a stubborn child?
Actually no. Reni she was quite compliant. We're very. I think we were not hard parents. We were always considerate of what our kids wanted. And Reni and Tenny, they gave us very little. I mean, of course, they'll stand up for themselves, you know. Oh, I don't want to do this, but, you know, they also know that we are the parents. We know better.
in most situations.
In most situations,
Not
yes.
all.
Yeah.
Not all.
Almost 99%, 99.9.
I don't agree with this statistic.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this statistic. Do you think I'm stubborn now? Or more stubborn?
I think you feel you know more now.
I do.
And so
I would hope I know more than when I was a child.
You feel you can, you know, you can put your opinions across. So yeah. So I think a little bit more, but you know, I'm always willing to listen and say, well, we'll still do it my way.
That's listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say growing up they were pretty chill. They weren't like too serious, so it was easy. I didn't have to be stubborn because they were, you know, they let us go with the flow. So it wasn't a big deal. Another person says, if nothing else, what is one piece of advice that you'd like your child to retain?
I guess one piece of advice will be the importance of having a relationship with God.
I knew she was going to say that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always tell them, that when we're not here for you to come to, you know, God is always with you anywhere you go. And yeah.
Of course. Someone asked you, how did you choose a great partner?
Oh, wow.
Big question, right?
Big question. We met and we had great chemistry and we were great friends. So yeah, the foundation is really important. The foundation of a marital relationship is important. We both knew what we wanted in a marriage. We both knew that it was forever. We both knew that we wanted kids. You know, we had similar interest and
Goals.
and goals, and yeah, we were both lawyers, so we had a lot to talk about. So yeah, I think, you know, God is the foundation, and believing right from the beginning that this is forever. So whatever comes, we work it out.
But no one goes into a relationship thinking they're gonna divorce?
Yeah, but it's also important to know that irrespective of what happens, you work it out.
Anything?
Yeah,
No.
well,
No.
Okay, maybe not anything, but you know, people, you grow together. That's also important.
Yeah.
It's I think one of the things I've seen in whilst practicing law between couples is the fact that they drift apart. couples tend to drift apart if, one person is growing tremendously and the other one is not.
Ew, that's so
Yeah.
gross. Dad,
Mm-hmm.
the raccoon is here.
Mhm.
Ew.
You
That's so gross. It
There's
looks
a
like a
cardboard
squirrel.
on there. Do your video.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, what age did you become a mom? If you are free, if you're comfortable sharing that.
Well, I was in my early 30s when I became a mom. Yes.
Mhm. And what is one thing you wish someone told you before you became a mom? I didn't prepare her for any of these questions because I wanted her authentic. I don't want her to be able to prepare, so.
Well, I guess one of the things, the fact that you get very little sleep.
Not gonna get a sleep because of me.
Once you have a baby, I was used to sleeping all through the night and that kind of thing. So it was really hard at first, having to, a baby next to you, crying, and basically, it was, lack of sleep was one of the things that I think if someone had told me, maybe.
Maybe you wouldn't have kids? Wow, okay. No, but I think you used to be a very heavy sleeper, and you
Yeah.
said that ever since you've had kids, you've been a light sleeper.
A light sleeper, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Even to this day, she's a
Yeah.
light sleeper.
Yeah, I think God prepares you in a way whilst you're pregnant. You can't sleep during the last couple of months. It becomes more difficult to sleep easily. So, in a way, God is preparing you for what's coming.
For lack of sleep.
Yeah, for lack of sleep.
That does not sound fun at all. There's this game called 2 a.m. Talk, and it is a card game. So just all of you purchase a 2 a.m. Talk card game. It is, it has lots of questions, and you can answer them. So this is one of the questions from that board game, or
Okay.
card game. What's the hardest thing for you to understand about me?
About you,
Yeah.
the hardest thing.
Deep question, right?
Very deep, because I think I know everything about you.
That wasn't the question. What is the hardest
What's
thing
the
for you
hardest
to
thing?
understand?
I have
Like, I don't understand
Like what?
when
Yeah.
you come home from work and you're or when you want to clean the house. No, when you want us to help you clean the house, but then you pretend to do it yourself. Like, I don't understand why you do that. That's hard for
Okay.
me to understand. I wish you were just, and then you're like, ugh, I'm just cleaning this house by myself. You kids don't help me with anything. And I'm like, Mom, you could just ask, And you're like, I don't want to have to ask. And it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not answering your question, but why do I need to tell you to clean the house you live in?
Yeah, well.
I shouldn't have to.
Yeah, but I think all moms do that. Does your mom do that? Let us know.
But I don't really know what, I'm not sure what to say about.
Think about it.
Okay, let's flip it around. Okay, what will you say?
The hardest thing is that you're too nice.
What?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing to understand. Because you're nice even when people take advantage. You're nice.
Too nice?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing to really understand. Because I'm just like, forget them, for lack of a better word. I'm like, just forget it. But yeah, I think that's hard to understand. You should just be rude to people. Not be rude, but like,
No,
just
I can't be rude.
Put your foot down.
I think I can take care of myself, but yeah, I think so.
I have to take care of you.
I don't like people take advantage of me, but sometimes I let it because
Yeah,
it's just
You're too nice. What did you think that I would be like as an adult when I was a child?
You've always been very focused about what you want to do.
Child.
So as a child, you said, I want to be a doctor, and I want to take care of people, and so I said, good, that would be nice.
You probably pushed me towards that.
I did not,
Okay.
but of course I helped you along.
So you thought I would be a doctor?
Yeah, I thought you would be a doctor.
What about my personality?
Your personality, you were very friendly. I knew you will, you can drop Reni anywhere in the world and she will get on with them.
Fast.
So that was that was right from the beginning. Reni will go to the store or go somewhere, and Reni will be off. She was so little, but she will run off and talk to people, random people. And I'll tell her, Reni, you can't talk to people like that. You can't just, and she didn't understand why. But now, yeah, so I knew she was going to be, she could handle any situation.
What is your favorite feature about yourself, either physical or otherwise?
Favorite feature? I guess I will say I'm hardworking. You want something different?
Physical.
Physical,
yeah.
When I was younger, I wanted to be big. It's crazy. I was so skinny at the time, and growing up in Nigeria, it's being slim in Nigeria is nuts. You're the way the guys look at you is like, oh, you don't have any curves, So I always, I really always wanted to be big, and so I did everything possible to put on some weight. But I think I've always liked. I've loved myself. I love the way I've grown up.
One feature.
One feature.
You're beating around the bush.
I love myself. One feature.
One.
My nose.
Okay, thank you. Next question from Osatsu again. How do you maintain your identity while being a wife, a mother, and a working woman?
I guess I got married in my 30s. And so I was my person. I knew who I was in Christ, and who, I knew my parents, who my parents were. I knew who I was. And so having had a separate identity for so long before getting married, it was not difficult for me to maintain it.
So she left home at like 23 years old and then moved to England. So she's been alone, or not alone, but like she had a lot of time to find her identity before getting married.
Yeah.
But then what about when you had kids? Did you become a mom only? Like, what about the rest of you?
Because I was doing everything else. I didn't stop to be just a mom. So there was I became a mom as an addition to being Denise, to being a lawyer, to being a wife and everything. It's just added on to it.
What was your transition into marriage life like? Any tips?
Okay, one of the things that happened after we got married was the fact that I was used to doing things on my own. Like I was used to, going to work, doing anything after work, not coming home until it's time. I feel it's time to go home. But then, you get married and there's someone asking you, where are you? How come you're not home yet? That took a bit of adjusting to. But once I realized that, look, I need to be accountable, and I made adjustments. I put myself in their shoes. That what if they did that to me? How will I feel?
So that's your tip?
Yes.
Always put yourself in your partner's shoes.
Exactly, because if you can feel, sometimes you feel, oh, it's not as, you understand that the person still has a life and they want to do it on their own. But then
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got you. Transition into motherhood like as well.
I think I was ready to be a mother. By the time I started having children, a lot of my friends were married and had children, and so I had experience with their children. Of course, I go home at the end of the day, so I didn't experience that part of it, but I was ready to be a mom.
And what was the transition like?
I guess the period when you're pregnant prepares your body and prepares you for the time when the child comes. So the transition was easy. My husband was always there to help and make sure that we were okay. So yeah, it was easy.
Asked if you could speak pidgin for us.
Unfortunately, I'm from Lagos, and so
what does that mean?
I never really got exposed to people who's being able to learn to speak pidgin.
Really?
Yeah, I know my husband speaks a bit, and there's one phrase that he uses.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
How was it like raising Nigerian girls in a foreign country?
It wasn't difficult at all, because I think by the time Reni and Tenny came, their dad and I have lived outside Nigeria I lived in England for 12 years before we moved to Canada. And so we had sort of grown up abroad. So it wasn't difficult at all.
But do you, we don't speak Yoruba, we don't eat all Nigerian food. So do you think it would have been very different if we lived in Nigeria?
Personally, I eat all the Nigerian foods that I want to eat, which it's limited. So for me, I introduced you guys to everything I eat, and then you guys chose not to like them, not to eat them.
All of them.
And I'm not one to force you guys to.
Should we just say make your own food?
I'll just I'm gonna make what my husband and I want to eat.
Yeah.
And then if you guys want to eat with us, fine. If not, make your own food.
What is one thing your parents did that you made sure not to do with Reni and Tenny?
As you know, in Nigeria, parents are they will use
The discipline,
encouragement. But knowing that we live in the Western world where such encouragement might lead to a prison cell.
Our college child protective services.
Yeah. So we did not do that.
Yeah, they never beat us. And all my friends are surprised because they think I talk back a lot. But yeah, they never beat us. And I remember when my grandparents did come and visit, and my grandma was just trying to discipline my sister. And my sister was like, "No, I'm calling 911." So yeah, as an immigrant mom, how did you get to where you are now? So how did you get to Canada? And we already explained that. But why didn't you go back home? So I know you left after school. And what was your plan? Did you plan to go to Nigeria and then go to England and then not come home?
I planned to go back to Nigeria originally. But obviously with, even my parents wanted me to come back home. And they encouraged it. However, after a few years, the economic climate in Nigeria was really not so good. Mm-hmm. And so parents were now, instead of encouraging their children to come back, were saying, stay on if you can. And that's what I did.
So the next question is, what kind of mother do you think Reni will be?
Reni is loved by all the little kids in the family. They enjoy her company, and she enjoys their company. So Reni will be the kind of mother where she's going to spoil her children rotten, she will also discipline them if needed. So, but,
not with beating.
Not with beating, no.
Okay.
But of course, she can be quite stern if a child is getting out of hand. But they love her, and she's really good with kids. really, really good.
I know most of you won't expect that, but yes, I'm actually good with kids. I would say not like babies. I don't want to hold a baby, you know. But when when they're around like 1.5, I'm good. They love me once they're at that age. But before that, I'm like, stay with your mom. Don't really want to hold you. Just you know, I'm not with that. This is our last question. How do you feel giving birth to the most beautiful girl they have ever seen, with both beauty and brains? LOL.
I am so blessed to have, you know, my husband and I were blessed to have been given the opportunity to raise 2 beautiful, brilliant daughters. They love God, and you know, we just pray that, you know, whatever they do, they'll prosper in it. We are blessed.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on my channel. I appreciate it. I hope you all learned a lot about my mom. And remember, we want her to come and talk about law. You know when you want to go for a sleepover at your cousin's house, so you ask your cousin to ask your mom instead of you asking? Yeah, same thing. Everyone ask my mom so that she will actually say yes, because she's not saying yes to me. Okay, so thank you for being on my channel. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.